Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today we're going to be doing our championship, our last ever predictions. And yes, it is on Super Brew. Sorry I can't do it as I did with the Premier League and all that. I just think it's a better way, not better way, but it's a quicker way, because I need to get it uploaded tonight and at the moment I don't really have time. But yeah, should we just get into it? With the first game, which is Birmingham versus Blackburn Rovers. Birmingham, they're 20th at the moment. It's not looking good because I haven't done the Derby thing yet. It's not looking good. Derby, Birmingham don't really look good. Blackburn sit 9th, so Blackburn have been recently a bit of poor bit of form. Honestly, I do not know. I'm gonna go for 2-1 Blackburn. I honestly just think Blackburn have enough. 2-1 Blackburn for me. Moving on to Bournemouth versus Millwall, and well done to Bournemouth for getting promoted. Automatic second place. Well done to Bournemouth for doing that. But I've got Millwall. Millwall have to win to get any chance of getting playoffs. It's going to be close. It's going to be tough. I'm going to go... Now, Bournemouth, they look all right. They look decent. They look all right. But for me, 2-1 Millwall. Yeah. I think, rightly so, Bournemouth would be still on their promotion party. Which means I think Millwall can get the win. I think, 2-1 for me to Millwall. Moving on to Derby County versus Cardiff City, and both teams Derby have been unlucky. They sit 22nd, and Cardiff is another season to forget, 19th. Just forget this season. Move on to next season, try and do a lot better. It's been a pretty poor season for Cardiff. Been very, very unlucky for Derby County. Very unlucky. I think Cardiff look decent sometimes. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Derby County win. 2-1 for me. Moving on to Huddersfield versus Bristol. Bristol have been on brilliant form, blistering form in many ways. They've looked really good, pretty confident. 2 wins on the bounce, 5-0 against Hull, which is deadly. They sit 17th, Bristol. Huddersfield are 4th. No, Huddersfield are no mugs. I'm going to go for 3-2. I don't know why I did that. 3-2 to Huddersfield Town. I think it'll be a corker. Be a fantastic corker of a game. Huddersfield Town just look good. They just look really good, and they need a win here to possibly play Luton or Middlesbrough or maybe Sheffield United. That playoffs is going to be very tight. Moving on to Hull City versus Nottingham Forest. Forest are stirred. From their start of the season, from not winning in 10, sacking their manager at the right time, bringing in Steve Cooper, who has done an absolute brilliant job at Nottingham Forest. And from where they were to now, being, 3rd, is unreal. Unlucky with the loss against Bournemouth, but you just got to move on from that. If Bournemouth are a tough team to beat, you beat them, you're probably going to be promoted automatically. But you now have to go through the playoffs. I think you'll get a comfortable win over Hull. They've been pretty shaky recently. A 3-0 win for Nottingham Forest. Comfortable 3-0. Hull have been, look at 5-0 loss. Then a 3-0 win over Reading. And then a 2-1 Millwall. 2-1 beat Cardiff. Beat Middlesbrough. Lost to Huddersfield Town. Lost to Luton. It's been pretty shocking. Moving on to Luton Town versus Reading. Reading recently, their 2 losses, lost to West Brom and a loss to Hull. With a Luton, a 7-0 loss to Fulham. And a 1-1. Honestly, Luton have to win. They have to win. It's as simple as that. They have to win. And Reading don't have to win. They have nothing to play for. and that's the problem with Luton. You know, they're playing a team that has nothing to play for, so they can just sit back, relax, and think about next season when Luton really have to try and win, because if they lose and Middlesbrough win, they're not in playoffs. I'm going to go for a 2-1. I think they'll sneak it. They'll sneak a win. A lot of 2-1s for me today. I think they'll sneak a win. Moving on to Peterborough versus Blackpool, and unlucky to Peterborough, you sit 34th. 23rd with 34 points, same points as Derby County. It's unlucky for Peterborough. You move on to next season. You know, at the end of the day, Peterborough, they could wipe League One. What was their loss? 3-0 loss to Millwall, and then a 1-0 loss to Forest. Did I predict that right? I don't know. I swear I predicted 3-0. I know I predicted 2-0 Millwall, didn't I? Yeah, it's going to be in Peterborough. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. Sign off with a draw against Blackpool. But yeah, moving on to Preston versus Middlesbrough, and Middlesbrough have to win. They have to win, as simple as that. Preston are no mugs, so they sit, 14th, 61 points. They look alright, they look decent. Middlesbrough have to win. With Sheffield United playing Fulham, this is Middlesbrough's chance to get playoffs. I'm going to go 2-0 Middlesbrough, and that'll put the pressure on Luton and Sheffield United. Moving on to Sheffield United. If they're playing Fulham, as you can see, 2-1 Coventry win. I predicted that in my prediction. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We'll talk a little bit about that game. Moving on to Sheffield United versus Fulham. Fulham have won the league, so that's going to be interesting. Yeah, with Sheffield United, they have to win. They have to. I don't think a point is enough. I don't think a point's enough. I'm going to go 1-0 Fulham. Not Q. 1-0 Fulham. Yeah, and for me, Sheffield United won't get playoffs. Moving on to Stoke City versus Coventry City. I predicted 2-1. That was in my Stoke City Coventry City predictions. Yeah, Coventry City, I think, have enough. We talked about that in the whole preview. I think we do have enough quality to beat this Stoke City side. When our loss was against Huddersfield, then these were the 2 wins here. Those 2 wins, Fulham and then Birmingham. We thought we'd get playoffs, and then we lost to Bournemouth, then drew to West Brom, then lost to Huddersfield. It's been, yeah, we had those 5 wins. We would have been on 9 more points. We would have been on 71. We would have been back in the shout. But yes, it wasn't to be, was it? Moving on to Swansea versus QPR, 2 teams. Just forget this season, move on to next season. You'll be fine. It has to be close. I'm going to go for Desmond 2-2. I don't know how, but something will go in these two teams' mind and score loads of goals. For me, 2-2. Swansea look all right. QPR, had pretty poor season. Poor second half to the season. They look good, and then they dropped off a lot. Yeah, 2-2 for me. And then Swansea, they're all right. QPR all right as well. But yeah, moving on to the last game, which is West Brom versus Barnsley. Honestly, I don't know what to think of these 2 teams. It's been a dreadful season. Honestly, I'm not too excited about this season at all. About this game even at all. I'm going to go for a 1-1. And then I need to tell you something after this as well. Yeah, so 1-1. Lock that. And as you can see, I'll need to tell you something in a second. But as I'm speaking, you can see my summary. So tomorrow is going to be my final day reaction. Sadly, YouTube has banned me from live streaming, so I can't do a live stream reaction to it. But I will be doing a reaction to it like this right here, like this. And on the screen will be the games. I may cut a bit out and make it a bit shorter, or I might just leave it as a 2-hour video. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Like a live stream, but a video live stream. But if that's alright, that wraps up the video. My last ever championship predictions. It's been a shame. But what can we do? Hopefully next season will be the season summary will be out tomorrow night or Sunday morning. And yes, I'll see you guys in the next one.